Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning Motivational Rant. I am your host, Dino the Genetic Marvel, and with me, as always, is Crystal Morency. Good morning, Crystal. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing? I just put a peanut in my mouth. That was really awkward.
That's about the sum up of my day so far.
Good morning, a nut in your mouth?
Yeah, no, that was pretty much it. No, I woke up, I felt very well rested.
That's good.
I felt great. I felt great yesterday. And I woke up, and so I will wait until Victoria says good morning. I won't say anything in the morning because she likes her time. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's fine, whatever. So she's like, good morning. I'm like, good morning, how are you? How'd you sleep? And she's just like, you're like that today, are you? And I'm just like, every day's a great day, yay! And she's like, oh, god damn it. And I'm like, happy life. But no, she was not.
She's not having it this morning.
No, she was just not interested.
Okay, guys.
She was not interested whatsoever. And I get it, because usually I'm the one that's like that, and she's always like, you're always in shit. So this is the thing, is she gets mad if I'm in a shit mood, then she gets more mad when I'm in a good mood, and I'm like, and this is something I've done for many moons, is I'm like, listen, I'm going to be me, okay? I have lots of problems. Tons of them. You don't like it? That's okay.
A whole briefcase full. Like a briefcase. Like a cool 007 briefcase full. Oh, that was nice. Do you have the COVID?
Huh? No, I don't have the Rona. I just had a cigarette and I ate a brownie, so I had a piece of toast, I had a glass of milk. It was a great breakfast. It was a breakfast of champions, and I'm hoping will kick in ever so soon. Yeah. No, I feel good today.
Eating the brownies, you should be done soon.
Yeah.
You should be done soon. They should be done.
I'll finish them today.
How many have you eaten? Oh my god.
I have two more. I have 2 more brownies left. So.
Well, at least they give you a good night's sleep and you had a relaxing day.
I was very relaxed. I felt very relaxed last night. And I just kind of drifted off into sleepy land. No, it's good. Oh.
And your poop is regular?
So far it's been okay. I know I'm brewing something right now that's going to be a little bit heinous, I think.
Do you want to know how bad everybody is? Because I've been listening to I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and I've noticed that a lot of people poop talk.
A lot of people poop.
Like, we are not the only poop talkers.
No, and listen, poop is an important thing to talk about. Because, like, listen, if your poop is very, 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 very dark color, almost where you would say my poop is black, that could be a cause of internal bleeding, right? Which is very important.
Oh.
It's but listen, you know what? Your poop can tell you a lot. Same with your pee. And you know what? Those are valid points you should be knowledgeable.
That's true.
See,
in the hospital, they always ask you how your bowel movements are.
Yeah.
And they always check your bowel movements and stuff. So that's so true.
And they always say
so the
bowel
really dark
movements
thing, you mean something's bleeding, eh?
Yeah, if it's really dark, it means something's bleeding on the inside. If you see blood, it means you have a cut on your asshole, that's all. Because you won't see blood. It takes a long time for blood to get through.
Is this really dark?
No.
Like, how dark is dark?
So if it's very dark,
how dark are we talking?
It'll look black. Your poop will look black, and that means you're bleeding on the inside.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you can see blood, this is for men mostly, not for women, because women have other crime scene investigations happening down there.
Ew.
But
let's not talk about that stuff. That does not happen.
Hey, just monitor your poops and your pees, people. It's very important. You'd be surprised. No, well, a lot of people don't realize that, like, excuse me, we are so uneducated when it comes to normal, like, daily life that it's just so ridiculous. Like, high school, they're like, oh, you know what? You should learn about science. And you should learn about science, don't get me wrong. But it's like, how about, you teach me how to do my taxes, asshole?
Well, they do.
No, they don't. That's the problem.
I got taught how to do my taxes in high school.
You and I have had a very different upbringing, okay, lady? You know what? This is the problem is Crystal will cut me off, and I want to treat her like I do a heckler, and it's very, very mean. So I'm like, don't be mean, because that makes you the asshole. And so
I am the worst heckler ever.
So far, we've proven that I'm not the asshole. Crystal's the asshole. So.
Oh, I'm the worst heckler ever. I do it so bad. Like, it's because I always have something to say, and I feel like I should say it all the time.
I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make that joke because that joke's not very nice. See, this is what happens first thing in the morning. Is see, even when I'm positive, I'm like, shut up, Crystal. Oh my God. It's like, good morning. How are you? Oh my God. Ah. This is insane.
Because I am very grateful for every day and every moment, and you should be. You should be positive about it. Because life is beautiful, and it has so much beautiful stuff to offer.
Life is shit.
So we need to grab that bull by the balls and take it.
Don't take the cow's balls. Don't take the bull's balls.
Grab the bull by the balls.
Don't grab him by the balls. You know what kind of fucking damage a bull will do if you grab it by the balls? It will do.
No,
it will harm you.
That's life. You gotta grab it by the balls. Maybe that's why I've been harmed so much, because I thought that was how you do it.
You definitely do not grab the bull by the balls. Okay, if you grab a bull by its balls, you will get a hoof to the face and or torso. It is not a fun experience.
Yes, you do. You really do. If you grab life by the balls, it does the same thing to you.
So, here's an idea. Let's work with our minds. If you grab life by the horns, you can direct it whichever way you want, and not gonna get a hoof to the fucking torso.
I get it. Now I get it. Now I get how you're saying. That's what they mean by that. I never really got the term. To direct it the way you want it. I get it now. Now I get the whole saying. You just totally described it. I never really understood why it was grabbable by the balls. I just thought it meant that you were strong and that you were getting it. You were like, I got those balls. And you were getting it. You were like,
is... So here on Morning Motivational Rant, we're just going to explain cultural colloquialisms and just trying to explain them to everybody, because apparently... You got taught how to do your taxes in school, but not how to fucking grab life by the horns. I think we should have a normal school process for what people need to get learned across the country. I don't think it should be independent for each city or school board. I think it should be unified across the map.
It could be, but it's also about personal interpretation, right? Like, maybe we just interpreted things
I don't know how to respond to this anymore. I've lost my will to live. And it only took Crystal 9 minutes. Yeah, that's an achievement.
I'm putting that on my resume. Can take away will to live within 10 minutes.
They'll hire you as a manager real quick. That's how that works.
I am always to get hired as a manager.
I have no hopes, dreams, or aspirations, and I love ruining other people's lives. Manager. That's what you are. Or
I have hopes and dreams and aspirations, and I'm not.
Hey, sometimes you need to
ruin other people's lives to get to those.
What the fuck, Crystal? Holy shit!
I'm joking.
She's like, I will fuck your life up. I don't even give a shit.
I do, though. I do care. It's just if it happens. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking, everybody. I'm totally joking.
Remember how we were saying, guys, how whenever Crystal says something, it's very believable, and then she's like, I'm just joking, and that's the part that's not believable? We just saw it again.
That is not true.
It's one of those weird situations that you kind of go, yeah, I could believe that. I'm like,
hey,
yeah.
I want to know what your shirt says. Let's change this topic because it's not true.
My shirt says, rock, paper, scissors, throat punch, I win.
Throat punch, I win.
That's what it says.
I like it.
I've gotten too lazy to actually
one.
stand up to show you guys my shirt, so I'm just going to lift it over my face. That's what we're doing now. I've gotten that lazy.
A good thing we only show from here up.
Well, hopefully I'm going to get a camera thingy like that. Yeah.
Oh, because you want the porn shot. That's right. You want the money shot.
No. And you know what the funny thing is? So I've seen that trend happening on Instagram with a lot of the ladies that like to post those kind of pictures. That there's a lot more doing this, holding their shirt down and like going, and have the spit dripping down. And I'm like,
yeah, because they wanted to pretend it's cum.
Yeah, no, I got that. I got that. Thanks. But when I see it, I'm like, social distancing. Ew, spit on everything. Ew, gross.
Only you would.
I am a material girl living in a material world, people. And that is just what I'm going to do.
And Dino is so pretty.
I am pretty.
He's so pretty. Yes, he is pretty. Do, 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 do.
That's not the song. I want to get her a bunch of song lyrics and just be like, here. I feel pretty, oh so pretty and witty and gay. But no. What did she just say? I feel pretty. I feel pretty. I feel pretty. Pretty. That's Crystal's version.
I do not sing like
pretty. That's what it sounds like.
Wow!
I'm very perplexed. I don't know what's happening, guys. It's very confusing. I'm going to spend today...
I wish today that we had full screen. I'll tell you why, because I'm wearing a pretty skirt. And I wanted to show it off today. I
wasn't saying anything. I definitely wasn't saying anything. Now, okay, well, we can see that, and that's fine, too.
See? This is why I wish Zoom wasn't from here up.
So...
Because it's like, sometimes you wear a pretty skirt and you want everybody to see.
I realized when I was having my very restful sleep last night that Crystal is in need of girlfriends. Because I figured out... She's like, hey, we should do a face mask together. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, crazy?
Oh now, my God.
This proceeded into a memoir over the evening where she sent me some very horrible pictures, people. And then she sent me a picture where she tried one of the face masks, but she had it like up close like Blair Witch. So it's like all like boogers and tears. Just... Hey, what do you think of this? Is it good? And I'm just like... And then she deleted it, and I'm like, I was watching that. I was watching it.
It was scary as fuck. I scared the shit out of myself. So I tried one of those masks. It was like this gold peel-off thing, which, ouch, okay? Like, I no longer need to go get my face waxed because I did it peeling off this mask. And so you put it on your face, but you look like you're like cloned or something. Your face looks like it's all like gooey and gel and gold. Like you look like Goldmember, like came and dipped you in gold. It's gold. I love everything gold. Like,
I can't even make fun of her.
It's toit like a tiger. You know, toit.
We all know who you're talking about, lady, okay? It's just that your impressions are not something that we want to repeat or encourage. Everyone knows who you're trying to imitate and doing a horrible job. Horrible.
Well, my face was super toit like a tiger, though. And my skin does feel a little bit more refreshed this morning. But fuck, that hurt. And as if people do that willingly all the time. I'm like... peeling it off my face, and half my face was going with it, and I'm like, ow! But I got everything waxed, so I feel much more smoother today. I'm like...
I'm not fucking doing it. And you guys can go fuck yourselves. I don't give a shit. The worst part is...
We should try the black one. There's another one I got, too. But then I'm like, ooh, is that doing, like, blackface if we do that one?
Yeah, we're definitely not doing the black one. Thank you very much. The worst part is yesterday I told...
It's like a charcoal.
While we were mid-argument, Victoria was like, hey, what are you guys laughing at? I said... Crystal's trying to convince me to do a face mask on camera. And Victoria, and I'm like, isn't that like so crazy? Victoria's like, do it. I'm like, what? A2 Victoria? Right in the back.
Because it will be so much fun. We could do one of the green apricot ones or something, like a cucumber one. And get all revived. And feel good about ourselves. We are getting old. You are going to be 40 within weeks. 40.
Why the fuck am I
weeks.
Here? I was having a great day. It was going fine. And I got this one fucking shit on my day. What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? What an asshole.
40. Within weeks. I still have years. You're so old.
You know what? Now when I'm so old, she's like, oh, we're not the same age. I have like a decade before I'm going to hit 40.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll say that. I could be 30.
You want to play that game?
I'll
Sure.
be 30. I'm 29 actually. I want to be 29. I'm like, actually, I want to be like 19, 20. Those are some good ass years. Those are so good.
Oh my god.
29, I started making some not so awesome choices. So I'll say like 20 to 29 I'll stick with. And then after that it went downhill for a little bit, but then we got back up again at about 34. 33, 34.
I don't know what we're talking about at this point. I have no idea what's happening.
Either do I. I'm gonna stop.
I think someone's lost their fucking mind. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
Somebody hit the reefer cigarettes early this morning.
I really did. I've already had 2.
Oh man.
And it's 20 after 9. It was a rough night for me. I didn't get as good a sleep as you did.
I did get a great sleep.
I did a face peel. It was just scary. And then I listened to a bunch of sad songs all night. Why do people write these songs just to break my heart?
Why would you? Why do you do these things to yourself? I don't understand.
I don't know.
People like to listen to sad music.
Well, it's not really sad songs. They're just love songs like these guys make about these women that inspire them to write them. And I'm like,
until those women...
Where are these guys?
Until they give it up. And then he's like, on to the next one.
Where are they to write a song about me? Like Old Dominion, I swear that they write a lot of songs about me. And Luke Combs, he writes this beautiful crazy song. That one's totally about me. It's for me. He loves me. He's gonna sing to me one day.
So currently, Crystal is like, she's only 13. That's what we figured out today. She's a 13-year-old girl. I'm going to jail for having this podcast with her. I should have known when I figured out she was 4'3" that she wasn't as old as she said she was. But I said, hey, those are some big feet. You must be older than you're saying. And it didn't... I'm worried, like, I'm making...
We're in the shoe boxes.
Like, I'm just giving you... Like, I'm just giving you shit. But at the same time, I feel like some guys can be like, you got big feet, eh? I like big feet. And there's going to be a whole other group of men that you don't want to talk to. That's the thing is, no, I feel like men are not. No one's put them in check for a while, and I'm. It's very peculiar because you see guys do creepy stuff, and you're like, hey man, that's really creepy, eh? And they're like,
I want to eat your brownies.
What's the big deal? And you're like, I'm
I
saying you're making me uncomfortable. Forget about that person. Oh, I want to eat. Oh yeah. No, the best I ever heard.
I've had that message. I want to eat your brownie. I'm like, oh.
Listen, if you're gonna send that kind of a message, I say class it up. The best I've heard, I want to tongue punch your fart box. That's some classy stuff. That is a classy pickup line. If somebody says, hey, I want to tongue punch your fart box, you're like, hey, that's like an entire evening of fun. That's what they're saying.
That sounds like a good time. That sounds like a good time. Because that means the person's going to be funny. Therefore, you're going to have a good time. If they're funny and not good at math stuff, that's cool. Because at least they're funny and at least you got a good laugh out of it.
And
it's like fucking short guys.
Listen, so yeah, that was
like,
one.
At least you get a good laugh out of it.
The other one that I thought was just horrible, but some people were like, that's a pretty good one, was I want to clean her chocolate factory. I was like... I'm like, that's like
oh God, stop making me laugh annoyingly.
Those are two horrible jobs. You're like, I want to clean, not really feeling the cleaning. Factory. And then it's a chocolate factory. You're like, I don't think he knows what chocolate tastes like. Well, you know, but I'd rather it be clean when I get to the chocolate factory. If you know what I mean.
I'm gonna put chocolate on my chocolate factory. I'm gonna put some chocolate in my chocolate factory so that way it's more interesting.
If you put chocolate in your chocolate factory, I'm telling you, you're not gonna have as good. That's not gonna work out the way you think it is. That's what I think. Someone's gonna be like,
a good taste.
I don't think they're gonna make that assumption. I think they're gonna make an assumption that's a little bit different. Okay.
Oh, that's poop.
Yeah,
that's poop. Now I get it.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna think that's poop.
Maybe I'll just get like a colored chocolate, like a purple chocolate, or like a pink chocolate, or like a.
Then they're gonna think you're dying. I'll tell you right now. They're gonna be like, "Yo, this girl is a freak, but her butthole is oozing purple. She might have a problem." Just saying.
I'm just trying to make it fun for them.
I'm not
like maybe put some marshmallows in it or something. Some like rainbow colored marshmallows.
I don't think that's a step in the right direction, to be honest with you. So you know what we need? We need a marshmallow that's going to get all goopy. And have that coming out of your asshole. Well, that makes sense.
Well, we're really one step away from making s'mores up in my asshole. Like, we got some chocolate, we got some marshmallow, little graham cracker, and we got you some asshole s'mores.
So, well, let's say that if you shove chocolate and a marshmallow up your ass, we can call it, and then you want somebody to eat your ass, be like, hey, you want some of my home-cooked s'mores? I think we should call this episode Home-Cooked S'mores. Homemade s'mores.
Homemade s'mores. Oh my God, then you're gonna have all the happy little housewives looking up s'mores.
I love s'mores. That's great.
I love s'mores.
It's around.
Oh my God, Jennifer. Look at her butt. It is so big. I mean, she looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other ones can't deny. When a girl walks in with itty bitty waist, the rat thing in your face.
She doesn't stop.
Sprung.
She doesn't stop, people. It's like, I don't know that I can say it more often that she's a horrible singer and that she shouldn't sing. Shouldn't.
That one was a fun song, though, right?
Oh, it was. It was until you got your hands on there, Chewbacca. For fuck's sakes.
I couldn't stop laughing, though. That's what made it bad.
Yeah. It was the laughing that made it bad. Definitely the laughing. See, this is the thing.
I think so.
I'm a little older than Crystal. You may have noticed. In those years, I've been able to understand that, hey, lean on your strong suit. Mine is sarcasm, being loud, mildly entertaining, funny. These are the things I rely on.
That's mine.
Some people don't.
Strong suits.
Yeah, well, we want to lean on the strong ones and not so much on the ones that aren't so strong. Like, you know, mime or singing or, yeah. Those would make sense.
Talent.
Yeah, because we all have talents. It's about finding them and bringing them to fruition to the world. Because let's be honest, I'm not feeling that right now, people. I don't feel like I've been rewarded vis-a-vis talent.
Oh my God, Becky. Oh, it's Becky, not Jennifer. I just knew it was a super token.
I love that your solution is, I'm going to give it another shot. Do you remember earlier on, she was like, I can do this, just give me a second. I'm like, all right, I'll give you a second, I'll take all the time you need. And then she did it worse, and I'm like, listen, you said I could do this, and the truth is, you can't do this. You can't. That's like when people are like, hey, just pick any chair. I can't sit in any of those chairs, probably. You know why? Because they're not made for people my size. I'm okay with it, it's fine. I'll find a tree stump, a very small pile of people.
It's not made for me.
And listen, that doesn't mean that maybe not, like, maybe jazz is your skill set where you just say, scoobity-bee-bop-boop. I don't know, but it's definitely not...
And all that jazz, dude.
It's definitely not cabaret. Let's say that. Yesterday's episode, Crystal decided that she was going to dance to show off her new headphones. That was not a good treat. That was a poor treat.
I didn't wear my new headphones.
And now her new headphones are gone. They were very big and shiny, and she tried to do this kind of like, hey, and I'm like, please stop moving. She's like, why? What's wrong?
I was being a DJ.
I
was being a DJ.
Oh, that's the DJ that... Have you ever seen a DJ get booed off stage? It's vicious. It is a... You look like a person who would say, in my day, they DJ'd a lot better than this. Let me show you whippersnappers how it's done. And then proceed to go up there and go like...
No, I look way too like Janice in order to do a DJ. Like...
I'm not understanding. I don't know what that sentence meant. It said, do you know Janice? I am too much Janice to DJ like that.
Janis Joplin. Like Janis Joplin. Hello.
I think she's on the reefer, people.
She's reefer madness.
She's been lost to the
Everybody's putting Trumps up their butt.
Make your homemade s'mores. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. We have lots of recipes to tell you.
But s'mores.
Some of them are homemade s'mores. It is around minute 22. And you'd be surprised how simple it can be. And, you know, sometimes people want a treat when they're down there. You never know.
You never know.
You know, you don't want to...
Give them something good.
There's some times where you don't want to put, like, Swedish berries in a vagina. That's got a bad recipe. That's a bad idea. Okay?
Why? Tell me why.
Because, number one,
I don't know.
You shouldn't put candy in your vagina. You shouldn't put candy in a vagina, and Swedish berries...
Wonder if it happens by accident.
I'm not a gynecologist, people. Let's just make sure we're very clear on that. You know, I've seen those T-shirts where be like, I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look. I don't want to take a look. I'm good.
Ew.
I'm fine.
That's got to be the worst job ever. People are going to you because either they're knocked up or no, just usually if they got something wrong going on downstairs. So, like, do you want to be a gynecologist? Women are going to the gynecologist because everything is fresh and amazing. Like, and they're just what their vagina looked at. They're like, usually, you know, they're going because something's up. They're not like, oh, my vagina's so pretty and I just want you to make sure that it's super pretty. And that everything's awesome inside of it.
I definitely did not want to have this conversation. At all.
Like, if a woman's got to go to her gynecologist, usually it's because something's up.
Or maybe something fell out. One of the two.
Ew. Whoa. What's falling out? Like, what's coming out of your vagina?
Exactly. That's the whole point. And a Swedish berry, that turns into liquid red. You don't want that either. Yeah. Especially if the candy dries, you just got to tear it off. And that's not fun either. It's not good. Yeah.
It's really weird to have to reach in and grab something, and it's really hard to do that if you get something stuck up in there.
That's definitely not the conversation we want to have on YouTube. This is going to be our last episode, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to the last ones. We had fun. We'll try and rebrand and rename. We cannot
say this every single episode. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says, well, this was our last episode, folks. That's going to be part of our thing, because that gets said in every single episode. You must. You can't do that. You got to put it out into the universe that this is going to be our 300th episode, folks. No, this is going to be like our 50th or something. Ooh, we're going to have an anniversary by your birthday. I was counting the days.
Did you call me a dumbass, but say dumbass?
No. And that's what you held on to? Like, I said a lot of words, and this is what you're going to assume that I said?
Let's be honest.
Which I didn't say?
You say a lot of words, okay? Not many of them
That's what I just said.
convey the information you're trying to convey, as we've covered, okay? I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just saying that there's some things that are said that everyone's going, I'll wait for the fat guy to explain that, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. So...
Dino's got to explain what I say, translate my...
The worst part is, we have a very strong female viewership, and I feel like I'm explaining it to them, too. It's very perplexing. I'm in a very peculiar situation, people. I'm not one to mansplain, because you're just being a rude person, trying to explain something to somebody who's an expert in something. But I feel like we definitely need some sort of a translation function for certain things that are said here. Some are very confusing.
I have to They are not. People get it. You get it.
I'm not normal, you know that, right? Like, I am in no way, shape, or form. I'm not physically normal. I'm not mentally normal.
Because you understand that everybody understands.
I'm not sure if I should take that as an insult or not, to be honest with you. Not really the nicest.
No, it's a compliment.
You're just like everyone else. You should be like them. Like, oh.
No.
She's like,
you ever feel alien to people? Like,
I'm the size of 2 people. Yes, of course I fucking do. What do you think this is? You think this is my, hey, Dino's a normal guy show? Are you fucking kidding me? Some sort of fucking landmark that people can identify in parks and areas of recreation. Yeah,
it's always on Google Maps.
Oh, you go fuck yourself, you son of a bitch.
You're the one that said landmark. You fed it to me. Not in like a gross way.
No, I didn't. I love my wife. I love my wife very much, and I care for her deeply. Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
So, when we get together, can we play board games?
Maybe, if you're good.
At Monopoly? And sorry. I have Monopoly Star Wars and Monopoly Metallica. So we could play some badass Monopoly.
The problem is that both of those games are still Monopoly.
Yeah. And I rock at Monopoly. So I think that we should play... No, but they have different things, like the different sayings and stuff.
Oh, I understand. I get how the marketing works. Trust me. Don't worry. I get that. I get it.
They're more themed. Ooh, and I have a Ouija board, so we could play Ouija.
No.
Ooh, we could bring back dead people, like Babe Ruth or something.
No.
Do you know that Babe Ruth used to put cabbage under his hat to stay cool?
Yes.
And he would change the cabbage per, like, every 3 innings.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Fun fact of the day.
People were fucking weird back then.
Yeah.
It was the same time that doctors prescribed cocaine and heroin, so...
I know, fucking those were the days.
Yeah. You got ghosts in your blood, you should take some cocaine!
Well, they were looking for uppers and downers. They were like, well, this person seems sad. Have a little cocaine. Well, this person seems like they need to sleep a little bit. Here, have a little bit of heroin. Like, it's uppers and downers. You know?
I think we need to go back to simple solutions. And,
Xanax and...
oh, no. I'm talking opium and fucking Quaaludes, baby. Let's fuck this shit up.
Woo!
I don't think I even know what a Quaalude
I've never
is.
tried either of those. I know, I've never tried Quaaludes. I want to, because it looked fun on Wolf of Wall Street.
It's definitely not fun.
It looks like like when he was starting to cook off the stripper's ass and stuff. I was like, that looks like fun. No, been there.
I think the theory of it all is. I don't think the actual execution. I think it's more in the moment. Because it's just a weird situation.
It happened, so.
Well, no shit. I have left my house in the previous years there, Crystal. Thank you very much. I may have realized that people do those kind of things. And there's no judgment. Hey, you know what? Fuck, you want to... I don't give a shit. I've seen people do worse things to better people. Like,
yep.
Yeah, that works.
Yep. I love people.
You make that.
People are awesome.
The problem is that we're definitely in a point where we are not sure what we should be talking about. It's around the 35-minute mark, and we both lost our fucking marbles. So
no, I know exactly what we should be talking about right now, and I think this is the fact that we should be talking about this Epstein thing because I'm really in it to win it. Like, I've been watching all this stuff about it, and I think they need to get everybody charged, like Bill Gates and the Clintons.
Why is she making it look like I'm the one who didn't charge Bill Gates or something? What? She's like, huh? You and your friend Bill?
Yeah, working together. And everybody's like, oh, he's done so many nice things. You know how much money they make off of doing this? Have we not learned anything from Justin Trudeau? Like, people. These people are not good people. Like, they have way too much power. Like, these people are not good people. Like,
it's not even that.
They're creating
these
things.
People are
and
insane.
AIs are going to take over our world.
Yeah.
And we're just going to die, and we got to be okay with that, apparently. And, like, I'm going to work with them. Because I want to know that if we teach them to be nice and loving and to love one another, and we have to be role models of this, because all these AIs, they learn everything that they know from Google. So when they see, and that's why they all end up becoming like really scary and want to dominate the world, because people are really scary and they want to dominate the world. So we need to teach them to be nice and loving and hug people.
Have you lost your fucking mind?
Probably.
Okay. So
every day, though, could happen.
I'm not sure what the fuck just happened. I blanked out for a little bit, and I realized
I hit my head a lot. Like, I've walked into walls and stuff a lot, so, like, any day.
Oh, honey. This is...
And I could just start drooling.
Each imitation better than the last, people. That's what I say. No, listen. There's a lot of things that are happening with this whole business. There's people in multiple countries are being arrested for their part in parcel to child trafficking rings and exploitation and things like that. And honestly, I'm happy that they're being caught. It is fucking terrifying to realize what's been happening for so long in front of everyone's eyes, and it's not good. It's not healthy for anybody, and you know, the idea that what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell, is now under arrest. I'm glad, and I hope she reports on everybody. It's a horrible thing, but
I hope when people come out, and my biggest hope for when all this comes out is that people see that it could be the people that you least expect it, and this does happen without people, like, and people don't take notice. It happens in everyday life, and people need to pay attention, because this stuff happens and then it fucks people up for the rest of their lives. Yeah. So people need to pay attention to this and bite it in the butt. Like, instead of just kind of ignoring it or just thinking it's okay or just kind of like sweeping it under the rug, you know.
No, it's...
And then wondering why Janie has a drug problem or something. Like, you know.
Look, this is the problem, is that so many people have been complicit.
Nobody wants to talk about it, too.
Well, definitely nobody wants to talk about it. And one of the things we talked about before was that there are, you know, some people who have outed they're a molester or abuser, and those people go to prison or whatever punishment is deemed adequate. The problem is that that person who suffered abuse or molestation or what have you, they still suffer. The suffering keeps on going on and on and on and on and on. And that's the real travesty. And this is something I learned a long time ago, was that out of all the addictions you can have, pornography as an addiction is one of the only things that you can't purge. You know, when you're addicted to substances of any sort, you know, you can give it enough time that it leaves your system. Whereas pornography is just drilled into your brain and you can't get rid of it. It's true. So it's one of those things that's always dealing with it. And that's why you see a lot of these times, like, people who have suffered, they're horrible things. Even if they weren't as horrific as other acts or what have you, it doesn't make a difference. It's about being betrayed by the authorities that are around you, people that you should have been able to trust. Like the idea that there have been police officers that have been arrested for their attachments to child pornography rings. Where you're going, these are people that are responsible. Politicians, they're in charge. Have been elected by the people to lead, and you lead by example. These people who are being arrested, I am so thrilled. The only thing I wish was that them being arrested would make a difference in how people are helped, because number one, we don't talk about it freely. We don't, and people try and make it their no, I don't want to say a crutch, but they always kind of rely on it, and it's not good for them. Like, nobody's gonna say, hey, you talk about your molestation a little too much, okay? We're not interested. Nobody's gonna say that shit, okay? They do feel it. I'll tell you that much. They do feel it. The problem is, nobody's gonna stand there and say you can't talk about it, because that's not right. It's wrong. But we don't know.
No, but you should use it as your strength and not your crutch. You should use it as a strength. Like, use it to push you forward, to show that you're not that person. Yeah. You're not a victim. You're not a survivor. You're not a victim. You're just you. And you still get to be you at the end of the day. Yeah. And use that to show people that, hey, that didn't hold me back. That didn't ruin me. That couldn't break me. And that person didn't win forever. And I've said this before, and I said the same words, and I know I have, and I'm sorry for repeating myself. But it's true. Don't use it. Use it as a strength to push you forward. To be like, hey, nothing can hold me back. I got this. Let's do this.
And using it as a strength doesn't mean you can't talk about it. That's not what we're saying, because it is something that does need to be talked about. My I guess caveat, not that I have a say in anything, just more so from my perspective, is that when you say something, it no longer becomes your story. It's out there, and people can take it, people can manipulate it, you lose power over those words, and that can be very harmful to people in a situation. And that's why
and people stereotype you and judge you and stuff, so
absolutely
you just kind of
they always say, hey, fat guy, you want a second piece of cake? I didn't have a first, thank you very much, so fuck you. But that's the whole thing, is that keep those words as your power. The experience, it can be your strength, right? And that's you need assistance. There's nobody saying that, because you definitely fucking do. It's a shit thing to go through. But after all is said and done, not everyone is capable to help. Not everyone is willing to help. And a lot of times people have bad intentions. You know, those are all shitty fucking things. So that's why it's like you have to be careful with who you talk to. And I don't know. I don't think it should be like that, but it really is. And it's neither here nor there.
And you just go about your life and grow from it. And you keep that as your thing. And from personal experience, like, I just think that, like, growing from it and just moving on and showing every day that you can be a better you, regardless of what's happened to you, because who cares? It's not you. That doesn't make you you, and that doesn't define you, and you're just whoever you want to be, and you just be that person and move on from it. Like, you can move on, and it's possible. Like, it sucks. It's hard. It's not easy. You don't forget things. Like, you get stuff that pops up in your head. You don't forget things, but at least you know that you're not there anymore, and you're growing from that, and you're every day, like, You know, it's the hardest person is always us on ourselves a lot. Like, that's how it a lot, right? And like, no matter how people put you down, it's still always you, because you know what you were actually there. Because people could say what they want, they can call you whatever they want, but you are the one actually there, and you're the one that actually experienced these things. So for you, you just keep that as your strength, because people don't know at the end of the day. People have no idea. They just know what they think they know, or they know like a perception of what they have, you know, from a movies or from TV or from a friend or something. So they don't know unless they're in the moment.
For sure.
So you keep that for yourself, knowing that you're the only one that knows your side of it, because even the people involved don't know your side of it.
Oh, yeah.
So you just keep that for yourself, and you grow with it. And you take every week, like if you have a hard time looking yourself in the mirror, I still have, you know, my days where it's not so easy. When you have a hard time, you just tell yourself, hey, whatever, I got this, I'm going to go on and do something good. Awesome. That makes you feel good. You know?
I don't have those problems because I'm beautiful.
Dino loves looking in the mirror. I love looking in the camera now because I'm like, hi, how you doing? You can call 1-800-CANDY.
Don't call 1-800-CANDY-CANE. Don't call 1-800-CANDY-CANE. Don't do that.
It just reminds me every time I look at the camera, I'm like, call 1-800-CANDY-CANE. For a good time.
Oh my god, just stop talking, for the love of fucking Christ. Holy shit. I don't know what to do.
So these glory holes in BC, what's this all about? Like, 'cause it sounds super funny. Well, after you told me about that, I saw it pop up on the internet, because the internet listens to us.
Ta-da!
So, ta-da! So I saw it, and it made me laugh super loud. And again, because I was like, that's that thing!
Yeah. So people are saying, to have sex with a barrier in between, and the example is glory hole. You know, have a wall between you, and just put your uglies through the hole to.
Well, I guess this doesn't matter what you look like, or if you shave your legs.
Well, to a certain degree, I guess. If you back up into it and there's hair first, people will be like, whoa, it's like some sort of gorilla person or something. You don't want that. That's probably not nice.
Well, no, that's really not nice at all.
Probably not nice.
But I mean, like, the legs. Are the legs out there?
No.
Like, is it like on some of the porns, you know, where they just have like half of the woman out of the hole?
You mean the best kind of porns? No, not those ones. Definitely not. No. I don't know why. I just looked at the camera and kind of just did my little, hey.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you sure did. He was like, ding, ding, ding. We figured out which one Dino likes. That's proof that you love your wife, though, that you don't want to see the top half of the woman. You're like, I'm cool with just seeing the bottom half.
I want to see the top half, like, up to a certain point, and then I'm like, I don't need the rest. I'm good.
But just a picture that they show out front of the hole, where you have the bottom of her, but they show her picture of her.
I want to get stickers to put in those, like, if I find a glory hole, to put a sticker so people, like, look, and it's like, hey, just to fuck with them. What's up? You know?
What's up? You're the face on the other end. That would be hilarious. I wonder how many people will still stick in the hole.
Probably a lot. Probably a
lot.
I'm that kind of. I'm a good-looking guy. I can pass. I can pass for a solid 6.5 if I'm done up right. You know, get things a little shaped, get my beard trimmed.
I think I'm gonna go like this. And see if people will still stick it in that hole.
Yeah. Like, looks like a woman, go for it. That's the problem. That's, you know, they see a beard and they're like, okay. But it's like, oh, it's a woman's face. That's fine. That's good enough.
Some men are into it, though. The men thing. Like, some men are into the men thing.
Yeah, that's called homosexuality. That's cool. Yeah, that's fine. We don't have a problem with that. I remember, actually, you know what? It's funny. Just like I said, like I had a very religious upbringing.
No, because you're like, and some people will like the beard. Sorry. And I was just like, yeah, some people are into that. Some men like that. That's all. That's where I was going with that. I'm sorry. So about your religious upbringing.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not talking about that. So let's just keep on going. We're almost out of time. We only have a few minutes left, so
I
we
want
can
to
talk
talk about your religious upbringing.
I'm not talking about anything with you, you evil fucking harpy.
I want to talk about your religious upbringing.
You would, wouldn't you, you fucking pervert? She's like, I only did laundry 6 times this morning. I've been up since 4 o'clock. The dryer's on the fritz again. It's vibrating way too much. Can we buy a second one?
It's been great. I named it Bob.
That's a horrible name for a dryer.
I think Bob is a good dryer name. It's reliable. Keeps you warm.
One of my brother's his father-in-law, his name is Bob, and I had never met a Bob. I found, like, I had met a Rob, but I never knew a Bob. I had heard the name, and I was like, Bob. I was like, huh? He goes, yeah, it's a great name. Spelled backwards, spells Bob. I was like, that was a great. And he had the worst dad jokes, like, and he would always be like, so, and he would lay it on, and you're just like, it was funny. It always was funny, but it was just, and he'd be like, hey, funny, eh? And you're just like, and he had like this rubber face where he, like, his eyebrows, like, you think my eyebrows move? His moved like this much. It was like, whoop, whoop. It looked like Bert and Ernie. And he was a hilarious.
You should have Bob on.
Oh, no. Let's not do that. That won't go well. That won't go well.
Aw.
But that's the funny thing is that, you know what? Hey, man, whatever. It's fine.
Who was he? Sorry, who was he?
It was my oldest brother's father-in-law. One of my older brother's father-in-law.
Oh, is he still not his father-in-law anymore?
No, he is, but I just don't talk for the rest of my family. They're not going to be able to be like, hey, can I get your father-in-law on my podcast? He'll be so cool. Tell him to tell his dirty jokes. No, you don't. You really don't. No, you're good. Well, guys, listen. It's better than liking the dirty uncles. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Our videos are available on YouTube as well as Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify. We're putting them out there every day. So please like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. She might dig me. I got that kind of a beard. It works out well.
Yeah, it does.
Motivation for today. What are we going to talk about?
Sports are back. Woo!
Who gives a shit? Fuck sports. Fucking assholes.
You really don't love the baseball.
Listen.
You think you would be a baseball kind of guy.
Because I'm fat?
I didn't say it.
Oh, she just insinuated that it was because I was fat, and there are a lot of fat baseball players, and a lot of fat baseball fans. I, on the other hand, embrace my baseball fans and fat people because I'm not a piece of shit. How about that, fucking asshole? So.
They're great pretzels.
Fat guys make great pretzels. You heard it here first, everybody.
No. Anyways, go on with your
fat
rant.
people don't cook. They just eat. That's why they're fat.
No, they cook. Will you stop it? You don't even know how to take fat jokes. So go ahead and tell your thing.
Why? Why is being fat funny, Crystal? Is being thin funny
because
too?
It is.
Oh, it's all jiggly and loud.
Yes.
What a horrible human being. What a horrible
Anyways,
human being.
go on with your fat.
Go on with my fat. Now you know, people. when women are not satisfied by their with their affections, they're not returned. I love my wife.
I really do not.
And what happens is they eventually just get mean, and they're like, "Hey, I can't stick with the dryer forever. Bob's getting tired. He's got a cord in there that's running low. It's worn down. He's making funny sounds. It's like he's suffocating down there."
Bob loves me.
Bob loves whatever person's gonna rub up against his corner, because Bob's a pervert. Motivation for today. Let's say this. Lighthouses were made to protect not only ships, but as well, it was a great way to identify things and know that there was somebody else out there. People who were traveling the sea were alone for the majority of history. They had nothing. Like, there wasn't really communication, so things like a lighthouse were a huge endeavor that was so very helpful to so many people, saving lives and everything. I feel like right now, especially the way that media is presenting things constantly, we've already covered that companies that used to be the news to give us information and that was unbiased and thorough reporting have now resorted to become media and just praising whichever candidate they want, and to create lies and misinformation. I feel like we are a ship in the desert, right, or in the sea right now, where we don't know where information is coming from. We don't know where a safe port is. We don't know anything. And it's very scary because we have access to the wealth of information that has ever existed in our hands. It's literally in our pockets right now. And rather than use that to try and become better, we've used it to muddy the waters to the extent that we are incapable of showing progress. And it's difficult to know which lighthouse is right, but there's a lot of times we're being given information on the very sidelines, and one thing that I've really noticed from a lot of the stuff that we've been researching was specifically that if there's a huge story, that's not the story. There's always something else. There's always somewhere else to look. Find out what's not being reported, because guys, right now, the powers of influence that exist they can't stop information from flowing, but they can direct our attention. So take the time to look elsewhere. Look where you wouldn't normally look. Talk to who you wouldn't normally talk. Find out the truth of what's happening, because guys, it is fucking terrifying out there, and we all need each other to do this. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen easily, but it's something that has to. And we're really on the precipice, just looking down into the void of what may or may not happen. And I'll be honest with you, it's both exciting and terrifying, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. And that's why we just have to keep on focusing on what we're doing right now and stay active. But I think that's all I got to say. Crystal, where can everyone find you?
Yeah. Everybody can find me at Simply Me on YouTube. You can find me, Crystal Morency, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And Mr. Dino. Lord Dino.
Doesn't get old. I love it. Dino the Genetic Marvel Guys on YouTube. I have a Facebook fan page, Instagram, Twitter. I don't tweet often, but you're welcome to follow me there as well. Morning Motivational Rant, as I said, is on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. We send out notifications at around 10 o'clock. They are uploaded at 10 a.m. every day, Monday to Friday. We are looking, we might be going 7 days a week, just because we have a lot of content and we want to share with you guys. So that being said, what we're doing here is, as well, we have the audio versions loaded on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify. Morning Motivational Rant, guys. It's where you should come and listen, because things are funny and awesome, and we're hilarious. Have a great day and keep on trucking. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.